Alright, so welcome back to Master Guitar, where you two learn how to master guitar. Hopefully the camera's not cutting off my head, although with a face like mine probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's talk today about suspended chords, sus chords. What is a sus chord? Sus chords are where you're suspending the third tone of the scale and replacing it with a fourth or second. So if you think about it, you got 1, 3, 5. Those are your three tones that make up your major or minor scales. Or minor scale. When we replace the third with a second, that's called a sus2. That's a G sus2. Or if I replace it with the C there, it's a sus4 chord. All we're doing is we're taking our third some nice let's get that. I mean, right there, that's showing you some of the things you can do with it. It's just a nice melodic feel to it when you're doing the sus4s. Now you can also do it, everyone does the sus chords on Ds. It's one of the first things you figure out, okay, if I take a finger off of the D, it sounds kind of good, but I don't know what that's called. It's a sus2. This is the third, the F sharp, D, F sharp, A. D, F sharp, A. So if we're replacing the F sharp with an E, that's a sus2. D, E, F sharp, G, A. D, E. So if we're replacing the F sharp, which is our third, with our second, D, E, and A. So that brings you to a sus2 chord. When I put in the G there instead of the F sharp, it's a sus4. I'm suspending the third tone, replacing it with the second or fourth. Everybody learns it because it's easy. It's the first thing you figured out. But let's try it with the A so we can get because I'm perpetually stuck in the 80s, so you might as well be too. So to replace our A, the D, A, B, C, D, instead of the C sharp, it becomes D. That's our sus4. Now to replace the C sharp there, A, C sharp, E, to a B, that's a sus2. Is it making sense yet? Is it sinking in? It's a little bit, it helps if you look at the chord forms. I know what you're thinking is, why can't I just put my fingers on the guitar and just play a chord? It's because you're here to learn. You're here to take advantage of things you know. So like if you're up here in B, where's a B sus chord? So what we're doing here is this is the sus4. Now if you get the B, but with the when we get the C sharp on the B instead of your third, that becomes your sus2. Sus2. That's your regular B major. Sus4. So that's that pattern where you get when you're just playing your D, G, and B strings. I'm just doing Sus4 chords. Now, there's a thing that... This is basically you're shifting. This is slightly different, but it's a similar thing, is we're taking the 70s chord. And I used to refer to these as 1 to 4 chords because basically you're just from... You're going to your 4th tone of the scale to the 1st tone of the scale. It's kind of a sus chord, but it's kind of nice because you also got this tone. So we got a B over the E. E, A, B, C. So it's... These were very common in the late 60s to all through the 70s. Basically, almost everyone had stopped it by the 80s, which is a shame because it had a very classic... Play with this. So on your G chord, it's going to be D chord, A chord, E chord. Play with it, have fun with it, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.